I'm extremely confused.
When could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison.
Then who put poison bottle?
The only person who logged out early was Kaito. Kaito, your brain just got 10 feet deeper! No, it wasn't me, guys! When could Mew have put the poison there? If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point. And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison. I was wrong! When could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't
Logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison. Then who put poison bottle? The only person who logged out early was Kaito. Kaito, your brain just got 10 feet deeper! No, it wasn't me, guys!
When could you have
Put the poison there! If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
When could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged out at some point.
And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison. I was wrong! When could Mew have put the poison there?
If she did place the poison without us noticing, then she must have logged...
witnesses who can confirm whether or not Kokichi was actually in the symbol.
Out at some point.
And then what? She logged back in?
Kokichi, weren't you in the salon around that time? Did you see her log in or log out at all?
Nope, I didn't see that at all.
If she hadn't logged in or out, then you couldn't have placed the poison. That's wrong!
Finally got it. I guess it was
Mew
the
who planted the
login
poison
record.
on Kokichi's chair.
I don't know how I kept missing it, but okay.
She had plenty of time to do it. Here, take a look at this.
Is this a record of who went in and out of the virtual world?
That's right. It says that Mew was the last of us to log in.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, what about it?
If she logged in last, She would have had time to move around in the real world after the previous person logged in.
That right! She could have placed poison bottle on Kokichi's seat.
This was all part of Mew's plan. She tried to kill me in the virtual world, make us think it happened in the real world, then pin the crime on Kaito.
Well, that's not my fault.
Which is why she manually logged you out, just for that.
So she did that to me?
Yes, I'm positive of that. Mew used a method only she could use to log Kaito out manually.
That's obvious. She used... where is it? Cell phone.
This is it!
It was the cell phone found by... That cell phone worked the same way as the phone in the salon. It logs users in and out. I verified this myself when I spoke Kaito's name and...
I see. With that cell phone, she could force anyone to...
But Mew never mentioned a cell phone, right?
That's what Shuichi referred to when he mentioned a method only she could use. She kept the cell phone a secret on purpose, so she could use...
So, she really was planning a murder.
And she tried to set me up.
Well, I knew that from the start.
Then why did you say I was the culprit?
Because I wanted to get it through your thick skull. People you trust and defend will ultimately betray you. This... Well, I think your ideals should... Because phonies like you are what make the game more interesting. Don't you agree?
Do I? I don't know about that. Huh? Wait, what were we talking about?
I wonder when Daddy's gonna get his motivation back.
Yeah! If Father keeps slacking off, all the work is gonna get forced on... Huh? My head! I feel like I'm about to remember something.
What's wrong, Monotaro? Pull yourself together!
Anywho, it's a blessing in disguise that Mew died and not me.
What you mean?
'Cause she wouldn't have said anything about what really happened in the virtual world. You guys would have had a way harder time finding the culprit, you know. She would have been able to lie about the virtual world settings as much as she wanted. And you'd never know that the murder actually took place in the virtual world.
So that's why she decided to attempt a murder, because she had total control.
Then the reason Mew was so insistent we go into the virtual world was...
She was insistent we go there so she could kill us. What?
I was sad that she was gone, but...
Nice! Backstabbed! See? That's an ideal fun situation! Now we can...
Hey, Kokichi sort of sound like
Really? I don't sound anything like him.
No, you're just like Monokuma. Both of you are cowards. You never speak the truth or show your true...
Wait, coward? You say some interesting things sometimes, Kaito.
Smiling, putting on a mask, never saying what you really... That kind of cowardice is just like Monokuma.
Daddy, they're calling you a coward!
Yeah, I just gotta do my signature laugh. There, I did it.
He's completely lost his drive! Like a one-hit wonder who clings to their former fame.
Listen up, Kokichi. To hell with this game of suspicion crap. I'm just gonna believe in everyone. Instead of suspecting my friends, I'm gonna find the truth.
Well, if you think you can win this game like that, then sure.
Of course I can. I don't need your permission.
How long are you guys going to argue? If we don't find the culprit, then we'll all die.
Oh, you're right.
If we are going to begin searching for the culprit, let's start with Kokichi's story.
Huh? My story?
You were meeting with Miu, but she ended up as the victim. So it's only natural for us to think you're the killer.
Here's my answer. I never met up with Miu.
Hmm? You didn't?
I tried to go to the roof to meet up with her, but the door was locked.
But isn't lockpicking your specialty? You should have been able to open it.
I couldn't pick locks with my avatar body. I didn't have the tools for it either. Also, I never went to the roof, not even for the meeting.
I remember you and Gonta went off together when we first started looking.
But was the door to the roof actually locked? When I was on the roof before logging out, the door wasn't locked.
Huh? How should I know?
Then who locked the door to the roof?
I already told you.
When I went to the roof, it wasn't locked. So
What good would it be if I lied? I don't want to die either, you know.
Lying would do you a lot of good if you're the culprit.
Oh, I see. I didn't
what kind of response is that? That's suspicious as hell!
Wait, there's no point in arguing about that now. The truth will come out. Before we get to that, we need to discover the truth behind Miu's death.
Truth?
There were mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. We need to make sense of those first.
Wow, Shuichi, you know your way around this game. Yes, keep up the hard work. The fate of our lives rests in your hands.
So, what is this strange circumstance?
Kokichi claims it was Miu who chose the meeting place. But I'm wondering how she got from the chapel to the mansion's roof.
I see. Miu sent the bridge connecting the mansion and chapel into the river herself.
If that's the case, then Miu might not have even gone to the roof.
Huh? So she stood me up? It's very...
It's true. First we need to determine if Miu was actually there or not. Did she go, or was she never on the roof at all?
Miu was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No, Miu should have been at the chapel. If you look at where her avatar fell, it's right next to the chapel.
How would she have gotten to the mansion? There was no bridge over the river.
A bridge would be the only way to get across.
So, her meeting with Kokichi...
She stood me up! Miu was waiting for me to arrive. I'm sure she was waiting on the rooftop of the mansion.
No. Miu should have been at the chapel.
That's wrong!
Miu must have gone to the mansion. We have...
Yeah. When I was searching the dining room, I saw Miu pass by the...
Then why didn't you say so soon?
Sorry. I thought I was just mistaken at first, since there was no way she could have come to the mansion. But I guess I wasn't mistaken after all.
Then, how did she get to the mansion from...
There must have been some special method only Miu knew, like...
There's no doubt about that. That's why she dropped the bridge. If a murder occurred when it was impossible to cross the river, she wouldn't be implicated. She used a secret method to move from the chapel to the mansion for the murder.
She dropped the bridge to make a huge scene, just to let everyone know it's no longer there.
So, what secret method did she...
It won't be that easy to figure out. It's called a secret method for a...
No worries, guys. As long as we leave it to Shuichi, everything will be A-OK.
What are you saying? We can't just rely on Shuichi all the time. This class trial's for all of us. We're here to solve this...
You would just slow down, Shuichi.
Shut up!
We don't have time to deal with Kokichi. Right now I need to focus on this case. I'm positive that Miu used some kind of special method to get to the mansion. Okay, I just have to figure out what it was.
A way across that only Mew knew about.
Like a hidden bridge besides that signboard, maybe.
Instead of bridge, Mew used some kind of vehicle to go over.
Or maybe she teleported with magic. Or she used a warp zone.
Maybe there's a place you could cross without a bridge.
A hidden route that only Mew could use.
To get across.
I agree. That's it, Kibo. There was a hidden route only Mew could...
Was there?
Mew modified the program to add a special wall. The wall stretches along the y-axis, but we found 2 such walls in the virtual world. It's unclear whether Mew added the wall by the mansion or the wall near the chapel. We do know that that wall was set so that only objects could pass through.
Don't be naive, Shuichi. Jeez, Mew set up a That is suspicious, but it's got nothing to do with what we were talking.
Nothing to do with it.
Huh. You don't even realize your mistake? Oh well, my sidekick's mistakes. What we gotta figure out is how Mew got from the chapel to the... So why waste time talking about... It's pointless. We gotta take a whole new approach here.
Now, wait just a second. It's not actually impossible at all.
But you just said so, didn't you? That wall Mew set up only lets non-human objects go through it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all. You get it? So let's go through this one more time.
What were you saying?
But you just
No.
said so, didn't you?
No, there wasn't a chest.
That wall Mew
She
set
set
up
her avatar to
only lets non-human
be
objects go
an
through
object.
it. Humans aren't able to pass through. So Mew obviously wouldn't be able to go through that wall. She's not just an object after all.
I'll cut through your words. The wall wasn't the only thing that Mew changed. She also changed her avatar settings from human.
From human to object?
Which means the virtual world treated her avatar as an object. She could have passed through a wall that only non-humans could go through.
Is that right?
Don't get ahead of yourself, Kaito. We need to listen to everything Shuichi says. I already told you. The more you try, the more you cause us trouble. It's so totally lame that you're...
Kokichi, enough! I wasn't arguing with him. I was...
I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. It just means even I make mistakes.
Okay.
It's pretty funny seeing Kaito try to act all tough like this.
Kokichi, please refrain from making such irrelevant and...
So, if Mew messed with the program and made a wall only she could go through...
Then her secret route was through that wall?
That's it, right? Like using a glitch in a game to walk outside the map. I bet Mew had a hidden passage like that in the back of the chapel.
But even if she could walk through walls, was there really a hidden passage? 'Cause Mew said...
No, you're not trapped here beyond that wall. It's the end of the world, literally. Blah, 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 blah.
She probably lied. There would be no point in going if there was nothing on the other side.
Mew lied.
I wonder what the truth is. There's no way to find out now.
That cum-soaked urinal cake was totally lying about there being nothing past the wall. She lived a life of pride, vulgarity, and secrets. Lying would be a piece of cake for her.
Kokichi, you no have to go that far.
Stop it! Don't badmouth Mommy!
Ugh.
Monotaro?
Listen to you, talking about Mommy like she was a terrible lying whore. But Mommy wasn't lying. There was no hidden route in that virtual...
Hey! You can't tell them such an important hint!
Oh, if you say that hint is important, then I guess it must be true.
Oh, shoot!
Ah, jeez.
Kokichi saying all that stuff about Miu to get the cubs to reveal something? I guess I should thank him, but I have no idea why he does things sometimes.
So now that we know there's no hidden route, why did she manipulate the program? If there's actually nothing past the wall, then that setting...
Miu wouldn't have done something meaningless. She would have had a plan.
Yes. Miu definitely wanted to be able to go through that wall for a reason. We aren't sure why yet, but once we solve the mystery of the virtual world...
Mystery of virtual world?
There have been a lot of strange occurrences in the virtual world. If we can determine why, we will also determine what Miu was up to. We'll know why she wanted to pass through the wall.
All right, let's clear up those strange occurrences.
Yeah, Gonta will help, even though Gonta not know what you're talking about.
Speaking of strange occurrences, I'm just plain worried about that one. Remember? That thing that made us notice all...
Events that led us there. The loud noise.
This is it!
You mean the loud sound that you and I heard in the kitchen?
You all heard that sound too?
Yes.
But that sound occurred near the chapel. How did you hear it all the way at the mansion?
First off, sound can't go past the map loading point. Did that sound really come from the chapel?
That sound was something hitting the chapel wall. It was real loud.
And we definitely heard it. We heard Kibo's voice as well.
You heard my voice too?
What? That is pretty
Exactly. That has to be some kind of clue to the mystery of the virtue.
Okay, well, let's check the answers later. There was another mysterious phenomenon in the virtual world, wasn't?
Kokichi talked like he noticed something, pretending not to.
Even Gonta is suspicious of me? I always thought you would be the one to trust me!
Sorry, Gonta not mean it like that.
There's no need to apologize to him. He's probably just lying again.
What was the other strange occurrence? Did you see it, Shuichi?
What was that? Oh. Is this it? Nope. Nothing there. Nah, it must be this.